those that are double, you probably know that. Oh, yeah. Just rotate. Flies are terrible.
I chose the NCCCNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is, and I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Good evening, football fans. It's time for another season of football here. As got a hot August night for you. Kyle Jorgensen here with Bryce Williams, and we're bringing you Fuller Digital Solutions football coverage here, the J&K Insurance pregame show. And game number 1 of the season. Typically these two teams, South O'Brien Wolverines and the Sioux Central Rebels, have started their seasons off playing each other the past few years. So teams that are pretty familiar with what each team would like to do. And both teams, of course, love to run the football, as typically don't pass the ball a whole lot. But South O'Brien, Bryce telling me here that maybe South O'Brien might put the ball in the air a little bit more this year. Kind of the rumor has it around the school. But just for past matchups all time, South O'Brien is 7-6 all-time matchups here against Sioux Central. Of course, last year opened the season over here as well in Sioux Rapids. South O'Brien kind of ran away with that one. Final score was 32-0. South O'Brien defeating Sioux Central last year. 2 years ago, South O'Brien won 14-8, and then the Rebels got the win back in 2020, 27-7. But once again, the overall matchup here, South O'Brien leads this contest 7-6 over the past few years. So we're getting closer to kickoff here. Teams were both out on the field going through their warm-ups, and South O'Brien on the east side down by their buses over there, kind of grabbing a drink of water and going through some pregame stuff. And Sioux Central went back to their locker rooms, so getting close here to the national anthem and pregame festivities going down here. So looking forward to another year of football. Thanks again to all of our sponsors here that allow us to do these broadcasts here for you tonight. Hopefully, if you're watching online, you're sitting in a nice air-conditioned house or wherever you're at, and enjoy the game here tonight. So thanks for tuning in here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Once again, this is the J&K Insurance pregame show, and thanks again to all of our sponsors. Of course, South O'Brien, coached by Mark Furman, and Coach Furman is assisted by Aaron Geese, Chase Furman, DJ Lode, Thomas Nelson, Chad Negus, and John Negus. And Sioux Central is coached by Brandon Goodchild. Grab my sheet here, get his assistant coaches for you guys. Brandon Goodchild, assisted by Pete Craigle, Brad Ripke, Brent Trierwaller, and that is the coaching staffs here for these two teams. We'll go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we'll go through some starting lineups here for you. We'll give you the South O'Brien offense defense and Sioux Central offense defense. We'll be back right after a word from our sponsors. Thanks for tuning in here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
Welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions, J&K Insurance pregame show. South O'Brien Wolverines, Sioux Central Rebels, getting closer and closer to kickoff here to start off the 2023 football season. Of course, South O'Brien, a team that has made the playoffs here several years in a row, and hoping to do so once again this year. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here for South O'Brien head coach Mark Furman. We'll start with the South O'Brien offensive starters, and we'll start with receiver. On the left side will be Jordan Jennis, a junior. The other receiver on the other side will be Willie Conley, a senior, and David Botchin, a senior. So pretty good speed out there for receivers for South O'Brien. Up front, the offensive linemen, we got Josh Kinnaid on the left tackle side. He's a senior. Louis Salazar, the left guard. At center will be Aaron Funkhauser. At the right guard will be Javen Miller. And right tackle will be Mitchell Inger. So we got 4 seniors on the offensive line and 1 junior. Quarterback for South O'Brien, Justice Freck. He had some time last year when Jacob Van Lift was injured. So Justice Freck will be under center this year for South O'Brien. Starting at fullback will be Justin Paulson. And tailback Cole Jassim. Key for South O'Brien will keep those guys healthy throughout the year. When South O'Brien goes to special teams, David Botchin will be the punter and kicker for the Wolverines. The place kicker will be Derek Paulson, and the long snapper is Aaron Funkhauser. South O'Brien defense, starting up front on the line will be Javen Miller, Josh Kinnaid, Mitchell Inger, and Aaron Funkhauser. So offensive lineman, defensive lineman playing both ways there, all 4 of those guys for South O'Brien. Linebackers will be David Botchin, Jordan Jennis, Louis Salazar, and Justin Polson. The safety is Cole Cox, and the 2 cornerbacks will be Willie Conley and Cole Jassim. Let's take a look at the Rebels starting lineup here tonight. And Sioux Central, we'll go offense for them. So they go with a little bit tighter formation. They have a wing back that is Kinnick Ferenkrog. At the end is Cohen Glover. Right tackle is Tate Axtall. Right guard is Jake Gunderson. The center is Corbin Frederick. Tanner Duschel, left guard. Keenan Wood, left tackle. The other end is Hunter Cooper. Quarterback Owen Mills, and tailback Devin Wilson. We'll go ahead and take a break. National Anthem going. We'll be back here in a couple minutes on Fuller Digital Solutions.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
A good bank can be much more than just the place you cash your checks. Savings Bank of Primgar has been serving farmers and small businesses for over 125 years, providing their customers with minimal fees, superior customer service, and the dependability that you just can't get from the big banks. Visit Savings Bank of Primgar today where you're more than just a name. Or visit them online to see what they can do for you.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders. You're gonna love the view.
All right, welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions. Yeah, that national anthem there, great job. Kind of snuck up on me there just a little bit, but here we go. We're getting set for football action. I'll finish out that starting lineup there for Sioux Central. We just have a nice cool breeze come in all of a sudden, so I don't know if a little front's coming through or whatever it may be, but cooling things off. Feels pretty good. I was pretty hot up here in this press box, so team's going out there to do the coin toss. But at quarterback for Sioux Central will be Owen Mills, Max Adams, the fullback, and Devin Wilson, the tailback there for Sioux Central. So once again, thanks for tuning in here tonight to Fuller Digital Solutions. Make sure to subscribe to that channel if you want notifications going forward of South of Bryant games or whichever team you like to follow down the road. And it looks like coin toss going out there. See what the official. Sioux Central wins the toss and receives, so South O'Brien will go on the defensive side of things first after they kick off here. Not a bad way to start with defense being out there first. So officials giving some last minute instructions out there. As I get my papers organized here in front of us. Time to get back into football mode and get things going. Seems like the baseball and softball season weren't that long ago. But here we go with these two teams getting set to go here. So South O'Brien, once again, defensive starters. They'll be on defense first. Will be Javen Miller on the defensive end, Josh Ganade and Mitchell Inger, defensive tackle, nose tackle, Aaron Funkhauser on the other side. David Boschen, Jordan Jennis, Louis Salazar, Justin Polson, the linebackers, Cole Jasim, Willie Conley, the cornerbacks, and Cole Cox, the safety. And kicking off for South O'Brien will be David Boschen. So Sioux Central out there, home uniforms, the white tops, gray pants, the red lettering. And South O'Brien, of course, the road black uniforms with the white lettering. Always a lot of excitement to get the season going. David Boschen has the football, and we are just about ready for some action here. Back deep for Sioux Central. Looks like Max Adams, he's senior. And we'll see if South O'Brien kicks it back to him. So we've got some overcast skies here. Light, cool breeze coming in now. It feels good up here. And here we go. David Boschen kicks off. And it's going to be fielded by one of the... Oh, they run into each other and fall down. So that is where they're going to have the ball at the 17-yard line. That was number 11, Devin Wilson. So he came over and cut in front of a teammate there. So Owen Mills will be the quarterback here for Sioux Central. You're going to see a lot of running from these two teams. And South O'Brien in their defense ready to go. Sioux Central will hurry up to the ball and snap it quickly. And here we go, under center Mills. He's going to hand it off to his running back, try to go the outside. And he's going to pick up about a nice gain on first down, about 4 yards or so. Running back for is Devin Wilson for Sioux Central. Devin Wilson, the running back. Max Adams, the fullback. Wilson, number 11 in that backfield. Ethan Wilson running in a play there, it looks like. So about 2nd and 6 or so here for Sioux Central. First drive of the season for the Rebels. Going to hand it right off the middle to the fullback. That's a nice job by the defense. Didn't go much of anywhere there. They give it to Max Adam, the fullback. And Bryce, I don't know if they can see that on the camera, but it got a rainbow off in the distance over there. So a little rainbow action here is just a little rain shower off to our northeast here in Sioux Rapids. So 3rd and 6 or so, I would say, to go from the 27-yard line. Both these teams like to run the ball, so we'll see if Sioux Central decides to put this up in the air or not. And here we go. They're going to pitch it outside and trying to sweep plays. Got some room to run out there. Nice job by South O'Brien, though, chasing him down. It kind of, Bryce, when that first play started happening, I thought he was going to pick that up pretty easily, but the defense did a really nice job pushing that to the sideline. And that's going to bring up a 4th down, and it looks like the punting unit coming out. And it looks like Cole Cox going back for South O'Brien and Willie Conley back deep here to receive. So 4th and 2, they got 4 yards on that 3rd down, but not able to pick up the first. Bad snap. The punter does gather it, though. Kicks it up in the air, end over end, and it's going towards the sideline. Takes a bounce back for South O'Brien, so the Wolverines going to have really good field position here to get things started on offense. 1st and 10 for South O'Brien. Just need a couple yards to get over the 50-yard line, starting about on the 48-yard line. Justice Freck, the quarterback. Justin Paulson, the fullback. Cole DeSim, the running back. Wideouts will be Willie Conley, David Bosch, and Jordan Jennis. And here we go as Freck goes under center. And a little bit weird snap there, but they get the play off. Kind of looked like I don't know, like it weren't quite in sync there when they snapped that, but no penalty flag. And they're going to pick up about, I would say about 4 yards. So good first down for South O'Brien. It'll be 2nd and 6 or so coming up as they get the ball across to the 48-yard line. Just under 10 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. South O'Brien back up to the line. Freck under center. Going to hand it right off the middle to the fullback, and he dives forward for a first down. That's Justin Polson. Just kind of kept the legs churning and fell forward, and South O'Brien picks up the first down of the season and of this ball game here with the running right at the middle. Ball just about touching the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Good start here for South O'Brien here tonight. Conley and Botchin split out to the left. Freck under center. Going to hand it off again to the running back, Joe Sim. And not quite as much that time for Cole. Maybe a yard or 2. Even though South O'Brien pretty seniors on the line and junior, not a whole lot of experience with this crew. So be interested to see how they do as the game continues to go on here. So 2nd and long for South O'Brien. Freck under center. Going to hand it right up the middle this time to Polson, and a nice gain to the fullback. That quick hitter working pretty good. Justin Polson and Cole Sim were a nice tandem last year, but like I mentioned earlier, just got to keep these two healthy throughout the season. So a 3rd and manageable distance here for South O'Brien, about 3rd and I would say a long 3. As they are moving the ball down the field on the 33-yard line. And a flag. And Bryce and I were just talking before the game, South O'Brien, a team that can't afford a lot of penalties with the running game. You don't want to get behind the chains, and I think this is going to be a false start. That's what it is, and those penalties do hurt. You go from a 3rd and 3 to a 3rd and 8 now. Of course, South O'Brien probably want to pick up 4 or 5 yards here and probably go for it on 4th down if they don't get it, I'm going to guess. So Clock continues to move here. 8:15 to go, first quarter. Justice Freck under center. Going to bring Botchin in motion. And going to pitch it out to the running back, and nowhere to go. Sioux Central had that play pegged out there as Cole Josim nowhere to go on it. And I think Bryce looks like they're bringing out the punting team. I'm sure they were hoping to pick up a few yards there, but going to punt the ball away here, it looks like, and try to pin the Sioux Central deep in their own territory and let the defense go back to work. Got a few raindrops falling out there. All right, so 4th and 6 for South O'Brien. David Botchin, the punter. Good snap from Funkhauser. High end over end kick, should be a good kick, and a fair catch called and caught inside the 10-yard line. So not a lot of net gain on there, but a good field position battle here. South O'Brien pins Sioux Central deep back in their own territory, and you never know what might happen with either a fumble or bad snap or something down there back in their own territory. So South O'Brien gets a first down, but drive kind of sputters there on that penalty from the false start. The Wolverines back on defense, second time. So here we go, second possession for Sioux Central. And they're going to hand it off. No, quarterback keeps it, I think. And looks like no gain there. Nice job by the defense for South O'Brien. Be 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9 or so coming up. South O'Brien, always a pretty disciplined team on defense under Coach Mark Furman. Nice job going to the ball. Either team putting the ball in the area at all running plays here to this point. 6:40 to go here in quarter number 1. That running game does keep the clock moving pretty quickly. All right, now they're going to throw it. Looking to throw. Goes down the field and nowhere to go with it. Looks like Owen Mills was trying to hit Cohen Glover, but South O'Brien had that defended pretty well. So first pass attempt of the season falls incomplete, and it's 3rd and 9 from their own 9-yard line. As Sioux Central has Hunter Cooper running the play in for the Rebels. Nice crowd on hand here tonight. Sioux Central side here close to us. South O'Brien across the way. A lot of fans in the bleachers and along the sidelines over there. And gonna hand it off here on 3rd and 9, right up the middle. Going to pick up a few yards, about 4, but that's going to bring up 4th and 5 from the 15-yard line. So got another punt coming up here from Sioux Central. 4th and 5. Ball just inside the 15-yard line. Willie Conley back to receive for South O'Brien, along with Cole Cox. And a penalty. I think it's going to back Sioux Central up here a little bit. False start on the offense. Going to back them up 5 yards. So the ball will be inside the 10-yard line. So kind of back almost where the drive started from. So punter will be out of his end zone. So if you're the Wolverines, keep an eye on that snap. And you never know what might happen. Last time that snap hit the ground. This time it's a better snap. Gets it away. High in kick right to midfield. Fair catch called. Number 12, Cole Cox, fair catches it. And he kind of took off a little bit after the fair catch and then got tackled. So probably a good no call there from the officials. Like I said, Cox called for the fair catch, but then he kind of took off and got tackled on it. So second possession here for South O'Brien. We got a rehydration timeout. So Bryce, we'll take a timeout with him. We'll be back here shortly on Fuller Digital Solutions. Thanks for joining us.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
When was the last time you reviewed your insurance policies? Hi, this is Kent Faust, and our goal at South O'Brien Insurance is to provide the broadest coverage at the most affordable cost. Insurance has changed dramatically over the years, and now, more than ever, a comparison may be to your advantage. Call South O'Brien Insurance today to see what we can do for you.
All right. Like I mentioned earlier, it is a warm evening. Bryce, we had that little breeze coming in earlier, but kind of died down again. I don't know if just a little front, maybe that come through, but so they called a timeout there just for a little hydration, and we're back to action. 5:41 to go here, quarter number one. South O'Brien, great field position once again inside their own opponent's territory. Here we go. They're going to try to throw it the first time. Going to Willie Conley. It's complete. There we go. Good looking throw. Willie Conley adjusts and comes back and catches it there. So a nice job for South O'Brien with the completed pass. That looked good. So coach mixing it up a little bit. And the first down for the Wolverines down to the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. South O'Brien had that penalty last drive that kind of killed that drive, so hoping to stay mistake-free this time. And this time we're going to hand it off to the running back. Good hold there. Good gain on first down for South O'Brien. To the tailback there, Cole Josim. And that's a good first down play for South O'Brien. Josim just kind of kept turning his feet, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards, so 2nd and 2 coming up. South O'Brien down to the 16-yard line. 2nd and 2, ball on the 18-yard line. Farrick under center, going to hand it off to Josim again. This time, Sioux Central defender in the backfield. Boy, he got through there quickly. That was number 72, Jake Gunderson. Somebody missed a assignment or something there, and that's going to back South O'Brien up quite a few yards. It's going to back them up to the 22-yard line. Got to get down to about the 16-yard line to get a first down. So got to pick up about 6 yards here. 3rd and 6 on the 22-yard line, it looks like. Going to throw it again, looking over towards Conley, and that pass gets deflected. Incomplete. Lineman there jumped up and made a nice deflection. Going to guess that Coach Furman probably go for this deep down in the territory. What's your best pass play here, Coach Furman? So 4th and 6 from the 22. And Coach kind of getting the play in just a little bit late, about 10 seconds left. I'm going to guess a timeout coming here. I don't know. I don't think they're going to get this off in time. And yep, they did get a timeout there last second. South O'Brien takes a timeout there as play kind of got in late just a little bit. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back here 1 minute here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Community Agency knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. It's a journey to experience with the fastest internet speeds available. Contact TCA, connect to the speed you need, and enjoy the ride.
General Contracting, providing blue-collar work for blue-collar people. Brian Williams founded the company after a lifetime of construction trade experience. His goal? To bring a better experience at a better price. No cutting corners on the job, yet still the lowest price. He is a hard-working blue-collar guy making an honest living by providing work for blue-collar people. Contact Williams General Contracting in Calumet today by calling Brian at 712-229-2064.
Welcome back here to Fuller Digital Solutions. If you'd like to be a sponsor of these broadcasts, to let us know, we would love to hear from you. Shoot us an email, fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Sponsors that, like you see in the game here, are the ones that allow us to do these broadcasts. All right, 4th and 6. South O'Brien here. Got to pick up 6 yards. Going to send a man in motion there. Derek Paulson. And we got a flag. The referee's pointing towards the defense here, but I'm not sure. 86. All right, so they call that false start on Conley. The referee kept pointing towards the defensive side, so I wasn't sure what it was, but it was an offensive false start. So South O'Brien back to a 4th and 11 now. Fourth and 11. 3:50 to go here, quarter number 1. And another false start. South O'Brien trying to draw Sioux Central off, and they jumped themselves, I believe. Official's going to talk about it here.
Dead ball, false start on the offense, number 86. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
All right, so South O'Brien going the wrong direction, 10 yards, 15 yards here. Back now on this possession. Bryce looks like they're going to keep the offense out there. I thought maybe coach might consider punting here in this situation. Picking up a 4th and 16 is not a real great opportunity, but you never know. Going to bring Paulson in motion again. Derek Paulson. Looking to go deep to Conley. Oh, he picks it up. Wow, what a catch from Willie Conley. Seems to be the go-to receiver for South O'Brien, and what a catch. What a catch there by Willie Conley. Boy, that was an athletic play. I just about, he just got tripped up. Wow, 1st and 10 for South O'Brien. Bryce, maybe can you zoom that camera in a little bit closer there? There you go. All right, 1st and 10 for South O'Brien on the 10-yard line. And go back to the running game right up the middle. Oh, fumbled the ball, and boy, what a awkward tackle for the running back. I hope he's okay. Josim, he looks hurt, Bryce. Josim, boy, he got twisted around, and he is hurt down there, unfortunately. That ball came out, but he got twisted around, or something happened down there. Got an injury timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back here 1 minute on Fuller Digital Solutions.
As a parent, you have a choice in your child's education. Zion St. John Lutheran School believes all children deserve a quality, well-rounded education with a curriculum written with a biblical worldview. With a student-teacher ratio of 8-to-1, you can be sure your child's specific learning styles are met. Zion St. John offers affordable pricing with tuition assistance and is open to all denominations. For more information of the benefits Zion St. John Lutheran School can offer your child, visit their website or give them a call today.
Probably the biggest thing that we do a little bit different than a lot of schools is the live work side of the world. So when we teach our students, we actually, if you look around the shop and see what they're working on, in most cases it's a customer car, and so they get real world application.
Our engineering design program is basically drawing components, manufacturing of the components, and then we get into the inspection of the components. So they got to create it, make it, and inspect it just as they would in industry.
All right, sorry about that. We had a run up the middle there from Max Adams, the fullback. South O'Brien, nice job there after the fumble from Cole Josim. Hopefully he'll be okay, but walked off the field pretty gingerly there. And another nice play as the quarterback kept it. And wow, what a nice play there. South O'Brien defense, Jordan Jennis came bolting through there, the linebacker. Big tackle for a loss. Quarterback faked the handoff. Owen Mills keeps it and goes backwards. So 3rd and 11 here inside the 5-yard line, it looks like, maybe on the 4. So a game of field position here, but South O'Brien so far not able to take advantage of that. 3rd and 11. Under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1, and we're going to have a penalty. Had some movement up front and false start. So this will be one of those good old half the distance to the goal line. So Bryce, you can kind of tell this is a first game of the year here. A little bit of mistakes from both teams here so far. But South O'Brien definitely winning the field position battle. And looking for another big stop here and hopefully get the ball back in a pretty good field position. So 3rd and 13 or so. They're looking to throw it. Mills in the backfield or in the end zone. Rolls out, nowhere to go with it. Goes around the corner. South O'Brien, a good job with containment. Mills is going to pick up a nice gain, but not a first down. It's going to get out right to the 10-yard line, it looks like, or maybe just a little bit past that. Needed to get to the 16, so it'll be another 4th down and a punt, I imagine, here for Sioux Central. Yeah, about a 4th and 6 or 5 or so. So, back for South O'Brien. Looks like Willie Conley and Damian Valero. And a short punt. South O'Brien get away from that one. Takes a good roll for Sioux Central, but still going to be really good field position for South O'Brien, about right on the 45-yard line or maybe just a little bit inside. So Sioux Central gets the fumble, not able to do anything with the turnover. South O'Brien gets the ball back. 1:22 to go. And Cole Cox, is that who you were saying earlier, Bryce? You thought would be the other running back? Jordan Jennis in at fullback and Justin Polson, the running back. And they're going to hand it right off the middle to Jordan Jennis. Jordan Jennis, a junior, 6'1", 195, good size fullback there, but not much gain on that one, a couple yards maybe. So 2nd and long coming up, 2nd and 9 we'll call it, from the 44-yard line. So they bring in Jordan Jennis, give him the ball right away. Once again, Justin Polson is the running back now. Now they're going to hand it off to Polson. He gets a full head of steam. Nice run for Polson. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. So South O'Brien the ball on the 39-yard line. Need to get the ball to the 35, so it'll be a 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Wolverines. 3rd and 4 coming up. Freck under center, going to hand it off once again to Polson. He's got a few defenders to get around. He does. Nice job by Polson. Justin Polson getting around a couple defenders there and just leaning forward, picking up that last yard to pick up a first down. So a nice job from the running back. South O'Brien moves the chains, 1st and 10. And that ball right on that 34-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So South O'Brien will have a 1st and 10 when we come back. Ball on the 34-yard line. Let's see if the Wolverines can kind of break this game open here just a little bit and get on the scoreboard. Thanks for tuning in to Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be right back here in time for quarter number 2.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Whether you are combining, hauling grain, or heating your home, fuel powers the fall. When it comes to energy, you need a company who is trustworthy, understands your needs, and who delivers to you. A company who is local, reliable, and affordable. That company is Ag State. Ag State Energy is clean, comfortable, convenient, while staying competitively priced for our customers. Give Laura Sanguin or Seth Duff a call for all your energy needs.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
All right, quarter number 1 in the books here for the 2023 season, and we're all knotted up yet. Here's 0-0, but south of Bryan with the ball and chance to put some points on the board here with this drive. 34-yard line, switch sides of the field. Moving to the west here now, and going to hand it right off the middle, and that'll be a nice gain there for Jordan Jennis, the fullback in. Jordan Jennis, of course, plays linebacker on defense, and he is listed as a starting receiver as well, but in the game as fullback now with the injury to Cole Josim. All right, so 2nd and 6 for South O'Brien. Ball on the 30-yard line. Handoff. Once again, going to go back to the running back. That is Justin Paulson. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first down. Got the ball down just about to the 25-yard line. Need to get to the 24 or so to pick up that first down. So 3rd and 1 for South O'Brien. And definitely here want to have a good clean play with no false starts and try to drive that team forward and get a first down. Breck under center, going to hand it off again, and it's going to be close. Didn't pick up a whole lot there. I think they're going to call that 4th down. Yep, just a few inches. I can see that far official over there. QB sneak coming up here, Bryce. All right. Breck under center. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to pick it up. QB sneak, I'm 1 for 1 on the year. You're 0 for 1. Giving Bryce a hard time here. Bryce Williams running the equipment for here Fuller Digital Solutions. 1st and 10, South O'Brien. They pick up the, that's a good safe play there, Bryce. Just, you just had like 4 or 5 inches to get it look like. So South O'Brien keeps the drive alive. Ball on about the 22.5-yard line. Central's done a nice job on defense. Haven't given up much as far as big plays go or anything like that. These teams going at it here. 1st and 10, South O'Brien. 2nd quarter, and a flag. We're going to have a false start. Got 9:50 to go here in quarter number 2. That was on David Botchin. They call that false start on. So that'll back South O'Brien up 1st and 15. Haven't gone to the air for a little bit. Maybe they'll try to get a throw here. Willie Conley's kind of been the favorite target here so far, but David Botchin, really good speed out there too. And going to go back to the air. pressure, and boy, Justice Freck barely got that pass off. He had some open receivers if he had just a split second longer. Bryce was kind of telling me here I haven't really seen. I don't think they've been out of the pistol yet tonight, have they, Bryce? It's been all under center, but that was something that I know South O'Brien was wanting to do, was to go out of that pistol formation, but all right, so Justice Freck under center. Going to bring Derek Polson in motion. Going to pitch it out to Justin Polson, and they tried that toss sweep play a couple times, just has not worked so far tonight. Sioux Central been ready for that play. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Maybe a yard on that. So ball on the 25-yard line. They need to get it down to, about the 12-yard line to pick up a first down, it looks like. So ways to go here for South O'Brien. 3rd down and long. Going to bring Botchin in motion. They try to go out to him, but Freck didn't have a lot of time. Once again, he backed up and had immediate pressure in his face. Bryce, do they have a little screenplay or something like that in the books?
Yeah, bubble screen and a receiver screen, not too much of a halfback screen.
Getting a lot of pressure from the defensive line, so maybe a good time for a little screenplay or something like that. Just not a lot of time for Freck to get a throw off. So I'm going to go try the field goal attempt, it looks like. So Derek Paulson going to try a field goal. This is a fairly long one. Kick is up. It's got the leg. Off the crossbar. Went through. Hits the left crossbar and goes through. And that's not an easy kick. That's over a 40-yard kick. But first score of the season is a Derek Paulson field goal here in the second quarter with 8:42 to go. Bryce, let's go ahead and take a timeout. We'll come back here for the kickoff. South O'Brien leading here 3-0.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
All right, yes, you're seeing that scoreboard correctly. 3-0, South O'Brien leading Sioux Central. I'm trying to remember, Bryce, did South O'Brien have any field goals last year?
No,
Attempted 2 field goals last year and didn't make any. All right, here we go. Kickoff. One of the up men fields it back there. 25-yard line, 30. Got a seam up the middle. And South O'Brien there gets him at the 35-yard line. Owen Mills, the quarterback, was the returner on that. So South O'Brien finally does break the ice on the scoreboard, but not the way we imagine here, leading 3-0. And back on defense go the Wolverines.
They're putting in the big guys. Jackson Weir in at nose tackle.
Jackson Weir in at nose tackle. Junior, 6'1", 255. Sioux Central hustle up to the line. Lyman took off and the rest didn't, so we had a false start there, trying to get a little head start there, I think, was one of the linemen. both teams pretty guilty here of the false starts tonight.
A lot of teams had a lot of seniors, Jay.
Yeah, South O'Brien had a big senior class last year. Graduated. Wolverines, like I said, they made the playoffs, lost to Woodbury Central in the playoffs last year. Woodbury Central ranked number 1 to start the season off. So first and 15, 8:34 to go here in quarter number 2. Ball on the 30-yard line. They're going to pitch it outside to the running back. Got a penalty flag. Nice tackle from Derek Paulson. And I think this might back up even further here. You see a flag like that, it's probably going to go backwards. So first and 15 is going to get first and longer here, I believe. Officials sorting things out there. First game of the season for them as well. A lot of teams scrimmage last week, of course, too, but so still waiting for the official signal here.
Penalty, offense number 72. That penalty's declined. Penalty, offense number 37. That penalty's accepted.
All right, so I don't know if you can hear the official, but they had two players they called holding on, and so they are going to back them up here. Ball's going to go all the way back to the 20-yard line. So first and a long ways to go. Got to get the ball out to the 45, so 25 yards to go here to get a first down for Sioux Central. Finally got some decent field position, but penalties here backing them up. And right up the middle with the quarterback, South O'Brien not fooled by that one. They're going to pick up a couple, 2 or 3 yards. Ethan Mills with the keeper there for Sioux Central. Or Owen Mills, excuse me. So second and long coming up. About second and 27 or so. Or second and 23, excuse me. Play clock getting down there. And it's going to be a false start. Yeah, or a delay of game, excuse me. I knew that play clock was getting close. They were still in the huddle with about 5 seconds to go. So delay of game called against Sioux Central. These are one of the drives that is a coach's nightmare here, the way this one's going, and seemed to be some confusion with some of the players there. All right, so they back the ball up to the 18-yard line or so. Got to get out to the 45 for a first. They're looking to throw it. Mills back to throw. He's scrambling. He's going to put it down and run. Makes a nice move. Makes another guy miss. Boy, he's got a big gain. He's still going. He's got a first down. Wow, what a big play from the quarterback. A broken scramble. Owen Mills making people miss and picks up a huge first down. He's going to get all the way to the 41-yard line of the South O'Brien side. So athletic play there from Mills, the quarterback. That's the kind of play that probably makes the defensive coach pull your hair out there. Had it defended well down the field, but just not able to make the tackle. They're going to pitch it outside to the running back, and that's going to be a nice tackle for a loss. David Botchin comes up. Not a lot of success on the ground for Sioux Central. So a loss on the play there, about a yard. So Sioux Central's best offense so far tonight has been from the quarterback, Owen Mills, running the ball. So second and 11 on the 42-yard line. 6:15 to go here in quarter number 2. Going to hand it off up the middle, and South O'Brien defense right there, maybe a couple, 2 or 3 yards. Max Adams, the fullback, on that carry. So about a 3rd and 8 or so to pick up for Sioux Central. Ball on the 39-yard line. So the best drive of the night for the Rebels here in the second quarter. Getting late in the second quarter. Sioux Central receive first. South O'Brien to get it first in the second half. They're going to hand it off the left side. Finds a hole. And that is going to be a first down, I think. And 4th down they're calling. Wow, that is close. I'm surprised they didn't measure that, but maybe it looks a little different on the field. So a 4th and inches here for the Rebels. Let's see what they go with. They got a pretty mobile quarterback in Mills. Come up, they're going to hand it off up the middle and pick up the first down with the fullback, Max Adams. So Sioux Central got a little something going here. Ball down to the 29-yard line. Josh Ganade down with the tackle for South O'Brien. 1st and 10. Hand it off once again, and Wolverine defense there. Maybe a yard or two. Nice job from the defense on that tackle. Funkhauser in on the tackle there for South O'Brien. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Ball on the 29-yard line. 4:15 to go here in the second quarter. Got moments of the sun coming out and peeking in and out. Little cloud cover tonight. Sioux Central going to pitch it outside to the running back. Oh, a nice tackle there. South O'Brien's Jordan Jennis. Boy, if he doesn't get him there, he's running for a ways, I think. So really a nice tackle on Devin Wilson, the running back. Big play there from Jordan Jennis. I think he probably picks up a first down, if not a lot more on that. All right, so 3rd and 7 or so for Sioux Central. The ball's on the 27-yard line. They need to get down to the 19 to pick it up, looks like. 3rd and 8. Going to hand it off again. Oh, the quarterback's going to keep it around the end. He's got some room. Nice tackle over there on the edge. Justin Polson. Boy, I thought initially when he got around that edge, that was going to be an easy first down, but nice tackle out there. South O'Brien on the edge, and a 4th and about 3 or so coming up, I think. Fourth and 3, another big 4th down coming up here in Sioux Rapids. Going to go right up the middle, and looks like that's going to be a first down. Sioux Central going down the field, picking up first downs, a couple of them on 4th downs here. Nice drive after that kind of that sloppy start with some huge penalties. So 1st and 10 for Sioux Central. Ball on the 15-yard line. South O'Brien on their heels just a little bit here. Sioux Central gaining some momentum. Going to keep it with Mills around the edge, and the defense is there. Oh, no, they missed the tackle. Had a couple of defenders there, but not able to make the tackle. And this is about the best camera angle that Bryce can get you there. So try to keep you informed the best we can, but South O'Brien missing a couple tackles, and nice job from Owen Mills breaking those tackles and getting the ball down to the 10-yard line. So 2nd and 5 coming up from the 10-yard line. Some reason the clock stopped. Hand it right off up the middle. And no gain there. Now the clock starts going again. Clock should continue to go when there's a running play. So no gain. 3rd and 5 coming up here for Sioux Central. Minute 45 to go here in this second quarter. Sioux Central does have 3 timeouts remaining. South O'Brien 2 timeouts. 3-0 South O'Brien, that lone field goal so far. Sioux Central going to throw it. They do. And it's intercepted. Wow, what a catch. And just running out of bounds, Derek Polson. But wow, what a catch. The throw just a little bit behind the receiver, and a nice drive from Sioux Central. Going to be spoiled there as South O'Brien, the big turnover. Both teams with turnovers deep in the red zone. And that gets the defense fired up. So minute 27 to go. South O'Brien buried deep in their own territory, but have the ball. And I'm going to just guess here they'll try to pick up a first down on the ground here and try to get to halftime maybe. Freck hands it right off the middle to Jordan Jennis. He's going to pick up a couple yards. Bryce, who's one of the speedsters that they would want to get to the ball here too, running back wise, that can maybe break a big run?
Justin Paulson, he's not fast out the gate, but when there's a downhill, I mean, he is almost unstoppable.
Justin Paulson, he said if he can get some open room, he can run a ways. So 2nd and 7 for South O'Brien. We're under a minute to go here. Like I mentioned, probably just going to run this ball out, maybe see if they bust a big play. Otherwise, probably content to go to the locker room. Yep, right at the middle. And Sioux Central, South O'Brien, either one calling timeouts here. So there's just about a second difference on the play clock and the scoreboard clock. So I think South O'Brien going to have to run one more play to get this to halftime. And Coach Furman talking to the official there. I wonder if they'll run it down to a second and take a timeout maybe. Yeah, going to call a timeout. So South O'Brien takes their second timeout here. 4 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. We'll take a quick timeout with them. We'll be back here in shortly, and we'll let you know what the outcome is here of quarter number 2 back here in a little bit.
Since 1894, Primgar Savings Bank has been going the extra mile to serve its customers. In 125 years, a lot has changed, but what hasn't is Primgar Savings Bank's minimal fees, dependability, and their hometown service that sets them apart. Primgar Savings Bank takes pride in understanding your needs and your goals and working with you to find the best options available. Visit them online at www.savingsbankia.com.
No, they're coming out. All right. Kind of surprised this came out of that timeout a little quicker we thought. So here we go. 3rd and 4. Ball on the 10-yard line. South O'Brien, 1 timeout left. 4 seconds to go here in this quarter. I'm going to imagine just run this clock out here. Yeah, right at the middle. And that is going to take us to halftime. So if you like a low-scoring defensive battle, this is the game for you here tonight. So 3-0 is our halftime score. Bryce, let's take a minute timeout, and then we'll come back and talk about this first half a little bit. Back in 1 minute here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Big store selection with small town service. Yes, that's right. Whether you need bedroom furniture or are looking for decorations to make your home feel more like a home, check out Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. Snooks carries a large selection of chairs, recliners, sofas, dressers, and more.
with the individual customer service to help you find what works best for you.
Please consider the original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids on your way anyway and online at snooks1.com.
When was the last time you reviewed your insurance policies? Hi, this is Kent Faust, and our goal at South O'Brien Insurance is to provide the broadest coverage at the most affordable cost. Insurance has changed dramatically over the years, and now, more than ever, a comparison may be to your advantage. Call South O'Brien Insurance today to see what we can do for you.
All right, halftime score here, 3-0. South O'Brien leading, like I mentioned before we went to break, if you like, low-scoring defensive battle. This is the game for you. South O'Brien getting that field goal in the second quarter. 8:42 to go. Derek Polson, 43-yard field goal. Hit that left crossbar and bounced through, and that is the difference in this game so far. Both teams with an opportunity. South O'Brien, I think their second possession driving deep in that first quarter, and then had that injury to Cole Josim and fumble. And that drive stalled there, obviously, with the fumble. Sioux Central recovering. And Sioux Central tried to go to the pass. They had ran the ball down the field quite a ways there and go to the pass and throw an interception. So just how things go here tonight. But a lot of penalties from both teams, as a lot of false starts, holding calls here tonight. So coaches out there right now in the end zone talking a little strategy before they go over and talk to the players here for South O'Brien. So I got to say, number one, clean up the penalties. You got to clean up those penalties there and sustain your drives. That's the biggest thing for South O'Brien. And I kind of wonder if maybe they'll go to the pass just a little bit more here in the second half. Got to talk about line protection. When Justice Freck went back to throw, he had a lot of pressure on him. So line protection going to be important. Defense has done a great job for South O'Brien here tonight so far. Sioux Central did have that one nice drive going, but other than that, the South O'Brien defense has really held down the Sioux Central rushing attack. Owen Mills definitely a key for the Rebels there on offense, as he's been able to move the ball with his feet quite a bit. Just looking across the sideline there, I see Cole Sim on some crutches walking with a trainer there, and it looks like it's his left. I don't know if it's his ankle taped up pretty heavily there. He's not putting any pressure on it, so that would be the best case scenario, maybe just an ankle injury, but he definitely got turned around there pretty hardcore. So we got about 11 and a half minutes to go here until the start of the third quarter. We're going to go ahead and take another break, and then I'm going to let Mr. Bryce Williams talk to you here for a little bit. We'll be back shortly here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Community Agency knows the Internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. It's a journey to experience with the fastest Internet speeds available. Contact TCA, connect to the speed you need, and enjoy the ride.
General Contracting, providing blue-collar work for blue-collar people. Brian Williams founded the company after a lifetime of construction trade experience. His goal, to bring a better experience at a better price. No cutting corners on the job, yet still the lowest price. He is a hard-working blue-collar guy making an honest living by providing work for blue-collar people. Contact Williams General Contracting in Calumet today by calling Brian at 712-229-2064.
As a parent, you have a choice in your child's education. Zion St. John Lutheran School believes all children deserve a quality, well-rounded education with a curriculum written with a biblical worldview. With a student-teacher ratio of 8-to-1, you can be sure your child's specific learning styles are met. Zion St. John offers affordable pricing with tuition assistance and is open to all denominations. For more information of the benefits Zion St. John Lutheran School can offer your child, visit their website or give them a call today.
And we welcome you back. I am the cameraman for tonight, Bryce Williams, but I'm just here through halftime to talk to you folks about some of the Wolverines info that I've been gaining over the past few days, over training camp and everything. Got to talk with Coach Lodi and defense coordinator Aaron Geese. And he said that some of the main things he hopes for this season is defensive consistency. As he said, some games we'd come out really, the Wolverines would come out really competitive, and the next would just be a blowout or not very competitive at all. So what he's hoping for this season is defensive consistency down the road. Yeah, I also asked him some players to watch out for, and he said end and guard Mitchell Anger, defensive lineman and offensive lineman Javen Miller, and Jordan Dennis, fullback linebacker. As tonight you've seen Dennis have a few nice rushes and a one nice play in the on the inside the 5 on Sioux Central. So that was a nice play by him. And then one thing I asked him that he was proud of that he worked on his guys with is that older players have stepped up, and especially he's really proud of that because a lot of our players haven't had a lot of experience because they South O'Brien is a senior played school, and with such a big class last year, they had a lot of players leave, and so a lot of new players had to step up and take that role and lead by example, and those being Mitchell Anger, Jordan Dennis, and Javen Miller. And the big thing he wanted to emphasize this year, the big goal, is holding on to late leads, as South O'Brien, I think 2 games last year, dominated the first half and just came out and had a 0 in the second half. And when I got to talk with Javen Miller, he said that he's proud of that guys that also haven't had much experience have stepped up, and he's pretty proud of that considering he's one of the biggest leaders. And he likes our player depth and our passing ability, which a lot of the talks coming into the season was that there was going to be a lot of pistol offense, but I haven't really done too much research into asking, but I assume it's because going into the season, Brady Struve was going to be our starting center, and he then tore his ACL on a contact drill at practice, and so then it made Aaron Funkhauser, and Funkhauser done a very good job tonight. Coming out of the gates, had a little few muffed snaps, not too terrible, but just a little delayed, possibly causing some false starts. And the player that Javen Miller wants to watch out for is Justin Paulson, which I believe Justin Paulson, no one's stopping him if he's got downhill to run. I mean, he got elusiveness and downhill speed. And you've seen here is that Derek Paulson made a few big plays. I mean, scored the only points of the game on about a 43-yard field goal, and also made the interception that at first was looking like an incompletion and snagged it from the ground for the pick as they were marching in the end zone. So both teams kind of something they want to work on is end zone turnovers, as South O'Brien had the fumble and Sioux Central had the interception. And another big emphasis is penalties. Not so much holding, but more so false start. And I believe that's because both classes had a lot of seniors graduate last year. And some new guys having to step up. Some of their first games as starting, not playing in garbage time. So a little bit. I'd give the Wolverines about 2 or 3 games for the offensive line to really pan out and get through the first game shakes. As I mean, they got depth at offensive line. Ashton Hunt, Need B, Luis Salazar, which he's done a pretty good job tonight, and on offense and defense. And so I think this second half of the game is also going to be defensively heavy and just depends on the big rushes and time control. But that's all I have. We'll be back at 2.5, and Kyle will be back on. We'll be right back on Florida Solutions.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is, and I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got
every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
All right, welcome back. Nice job there from Bryce Williams there, giving a little extra information. Bryce Jr. this year. Bryce school starting this last week, and definitely glad for, I'm sure, for air conditioning schools now. As boy, it was a hot week. South O'Brien competed last night in the cross-country meet in Cherokee. Cherokee hosted one of the few across the whole state. Most of them all canceled because of the heat and stuff, but Cherokee Braves hosting the Deb Hankins Invite last night, and good meet there had. And South O'Brien, I know Ben Woodall runs for the boys. Had a nice job last night running in for him. So, all right, they put some more time back on the clock here. Let these teams get warmed up a little bit longer halftime. So we got about 2 minutes to go here till the start of this third quarter. South O'Brien will be receiving the ball to start the second half as Sioux Central won the toss and decided to keep the ball. So it'll be interesting. Bryce, what would you think as far as I'm going to kind of pass the mic back and forth here a little bit. Some halftime adjustments here for South O'Brien.
I think a halftime adjustment would they like to be made is just being too predictable. I mean, almost every play that they've stacked a tight end or multiple on one side, they kind of just run it to that side. And you've seen when they put Derek Paulson in motion, kind of just gets bounced off a block and blows up the run. So I think that would be their defensive adjustment.
All right, yeah, then definitely less penalties here in the second half, I'm sure, from both squads. Sioux Central had a nice drive put together there towards the end of that second quarter, so I'm sure Coach Brandon Goodchild wants to see more of that. All right, we got about a minute to go here before the start of this third quarter. Let's take a last minute timeout, and we'll come back here for the start of the third quarter. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
All right, we are back, and here we go. Second half coming up. Sioux Central will be kicking off, and South O'Brien receiving here. I do have one other area score that may interest some people here tonight. Cherokee taking on MMCRU in Cherokee. Last year, MMCRU defeated Cherokee opening night, and Cherokee leading 32-2 here in the second quarter tonight. 3:12 left, so the Braves jumping out on MMCRU tonight. I know that's a district opponent for South O'Brien down the road here this year, taking on MMCRU. So Cherokee will be over here at Sioux Central next week, and South O'Brien is at Sheldon next week, I believe. All right, here we go. Willie Conley back deep to receive for South O'Brien, and he's going to come up and grab that ball. He's got it on the run. Conley tries to get through the middle. He's going to get past the 35-yard line out to the 36, so a nice return. Just remember Willie last year in basketball. Boy, he is an athletic kid. I'm sure Coach Yates is going to be going to him for some offense this year. All right, here we go. Third quarter underway, and South O'Brien first possession here the second half. Sure, Coach Furman wants to keep a sustained drive going. Keep in mind we got Jordan Jennis at fullback and Justin Polson in at running back, and they're going to hand it off to the fullback, and a nice gain on first down. Jordan Jennis, big kid, like I mentioned earlier, a junior, 6'1", 195. Bryce, if you want to change the scoreboard, buddy, to third quarter, thanks Simon Fuller watching out there. First play gets about 5 yards. Second and 5 to go or so. Going to hand it off again to Jennis. Almost looked like maybe an option play there, but he decided to hand it off to the fullback. So back-to-back running plays to Jordan Jennis, and it is third and a little bit over a yard, maybe a yard and a half to go. See if South O'Brien can pick up this first down of the second half here on this drive. South O'Brien in a tight formation. QB keep with Justice Freck, and he's going to pick up the first down pretty easily. Nice to have that in your back pocket to go to when you need a yard or two. Just keep it with the quarterback. That's a really safe play, but teams will start eventually kind of catch on to that. I know they did last year a little bit, so got to have something a little different in the playbook once in a while. But so first down for South O'Brien. Ball on the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. Going to hand it off this time to Polson around the end. He's got some running room, and a fly comes in late. And I think this is going to go in the wrong direction, unfortunately. That back official throws that. Most time it's going to be a holding call. We'll see what the official wants to call here. Boy, had some running room around the corner there was Paulson, but looks like there was a reason why for it, unfortunately.
Offense number 78, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Call that on Mitchell Inger, or the holding penalty. So that's going to put South O'Brien back quite a bit further, and that's one of the halftime keys we talked about here, Bryce. At halftime, South O'Brien got to cut back on the penalties, and I'm sure that's the same thing that Sioux Central wants to cut back on is the penalties. So first and long, 1st and 20 for the Wolverines. They're coming out in a tight formation again. Looking to throw it. And a tough try over the top. They tried to go to David Botchin, but just not able to get it there. All right, so incomplete pass. 2nd and 20 coming up. Second and 20 coming up. 10:15 to go here in this third quarter. See if South O'Brien tries to go back to the air or maybe keep it on the ground. And going to hand it off to Justin Polson. Maybe get a few yards, 3 or 4 yards, but that's going to bring up a 3rd and really long there. So that's going to be a 3rd and 18 coming up. 9:45 to go here in this third quarter, 3-0. Second quarter field goal, the difference in this game so far. So 3rd and a long ways for South O'Brien to go here. Freck under center. Going to go back to pass, getting pressured. And the ball got stripped, taken away. And a nice tackle back there. Trying to see who that was. Justin Polson, but what a defensive play there for Sioux Central, as Polson had defenders all over him, and Sioux Central is going to have the ball pretty deep. All right, so 9:28 to go. A big turnover there, and Sioux Central back with the ball. And here we go. Rebels going to hand it off. Looks like to the outside. And a nice job coming up there is Derek Polson. He comes up and makes a big tackle there. Pick up a couple yards there. That was Devin Wilson, I believe, with the carry. So 2nd and 8 or so coming up here for Sioux Central. They can get a first down. Looks like about just outside of the 15-yard line. So 2nd and long coming up for Sioux Central. Hurry up to the line. They're going to hand it off to the running back again. Let's take it to Wilson. To the left side. He's going to get the ball down about to the 20. So we're going to have about a 3rd and 5 or so coming up here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. 8:25 to go in this third quarter. South O'Brien defense been on their heels a couple of times tonight, have come through with a big play. Going to hand it out up to the fullback up the middle. And it's going to be just a little bit short, I think. The 4th and short coming up for the Rebels, but running game seems to be going. Max Adams on the carry. So 4th and about 2 or so. Looks like the ball's on the 22, and they have to get it, inside the 22. Looks like it's about on the 17, and they have to get it down to about the 15 to get a first. So a couple yards there. I can imagine, though, they might go around with the quarterback, and they're going to pitch it outside. And they got the first down easily, all the way down inside the 10. No flags on the play. Cole Cox with the tackle. And Sioux Central threatening to score here. So it'll be 1st and goal for Sioux Central. Ball's going to be on the 7-yard line. Last time they got inside the 10, they tried to throw it and threw the interception. I'm going to bet they keep it on the ground this time. Sioux Central up to the line. Going to hand it off. South O'Brien, nice job there. They're going to pick up a couple yards, though. Inside the 5, down to the 4. So they pick up a couple. Be 2nd and goal. From the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 4. 7:15 to go here in quarter number 3. South O'Brien hanging on just to that 3-0 lead. Sioux Central threatening to score here. Second time they've been fairly deep in South O'Brien territory. Going to hand it off or pitch it to the outside. And just short. Boy, that was close. The official right there saw it. They tossed it back to Devin Wilson. And he's going to be just short. Are they going to say Max Adams carried that one? Ball down to the 1. Looked a little closer than that from here, but maybe the knee touchdown. So 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. This is where the conditioning and all that comes into play on a hot night, first game of the year. Sioux Central hustles up, going to hand it off once again, and boy, South O'Brien's had him stopped initially. Yes, they do stop him. Thought second effort there, maybe he was going to get through there, but no, South O'Brien does get the big stop. Max Adam, the fullback, actually going to lose a yard or two, I think, on that. I think that backs him up to about the 2-yard line. So 4th and goal. Big play coming up here. And a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout with them. 5:49 to go. 4th down play coming up. Back in 1 minute. Fuller Digital Solutions.
A good bank can be much more than just the place you cash your checks. Savings Bank of Premgar has been serving farmers and small businesses for over 125 years, providing their customers with minimal fees, superior customer service, and the dependability that you just can't get from the big banks. Visit Savings Bank of Premgar today, where you're more than just a name, or visit them online to see what they can do for you.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions. Bryce and I just talking, Sioux Central head coach Brandon Goodchild, and of course Brant Goodchild, South O'Brien brothers, I believe. All right, here we go. 4th and goal. South O'Brien players want to hear some noise from the sideline. Big play here with 5:49 to go. They hustle up to the line, right up the middle. It's going to be short, I believe. No calls from the officials. No signals. Officials are talking. Still no call. The officials huddling there at the goal line. The crowd waiting in anticipation. The ball's over the line, but officials still talking there. South O'Brien thinking they have the stop. Sioux Central thinking they have the touchdown. And here comes the call. Oh, a touchdown. So a touchdown run with 5:44 to go. Sioux Central. I think that was Max Adams. That was one of the longest delayed calls I've seen for a touchdown call there, but they give it to him. Sioux Central lining up for the extra point. Well, South O'Brien inches away from getting a stop there. And lining up for the kick. Kick is up and good. Extra point good. Sioux Central takes the lead here with 5:44 to go. It is 7-3 here in the third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute for the kickoff. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions.
You may think shopping locally is more expensive, but have you ever compared prices? Oftentimes you can find just as competitive or better price points by shopping at a local store. Snooks Carpet and Furniture of Sioux Rapids has everyday competitive pricing. Shop local in the new year for all your flooring, home furnishing, furniture, and just-in modern bedroom sets from Malou.
The original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. On your way anyway. Visit us on Facebook or at snooks1.com.
Welcome back here. Kyle Jorgensen, Bryce Williams. We got ourselves a ball game here. Sioux Central leading 7-3. The Rebels take advantage of the big turnover as Justice Freck was back to pass. They just took it right out of his arms, it looked like, and Sioux Central punches it in. So 5:44 to go, 7-3, and South O'Brien, Willie Conley back deep to receive. The Rebels moved the ball to the left hash here. I don't know if they're trying to keep it away from Conley maybe. See what they have up their sleeve here. They kick it deep, and Conley's going to come up and get it anyways. See if Willie can find a gap or seam. He goes around to the outside. He's got a little running room. Willie's got some speed. Here he goes. I don't see any flags down, and Willie Conley's going to take it to the house. So South O'Brien, the big play right back, 5:30 to go. Willie Conley, kickoff return, and there's an electric play for South O'Brien. And I don't see any flags, no. The official kind of walking back for a second, so it should be 9-7, South O'Brien. So, Bryce, you go all night long here. You have so many chances to score, and then you get a big kickoff return like that. But the only bad thing for South O'Brien, the defense got to come right back out on the field after that drive there from Sioux Central. All right, so David Botchin out there. No, Derek Polson, excuse me. High snap, and the high snap kind of made things a little off kilter there. Extra point, no good. But South O'Brien does get the big return kick from Willie Conley. It is 9-7, 5:30 to go here in quarter number 3. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Community Agency knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. It's a journey to experience with the fastest internet speeds available. Contact TCA, connect to the speed you need, and enjoy the ride.
General Contracting, providing blue-collar work for blue-collar people. Brian Williams founded the company after a lifetime of construction trade experience. His goal, to bring a better experience at a better price. No cutting corners on the job, yet still the lowest price. He is a hard-working blue-collar guy making an honest living by providing work for blue-collar people. Contact Williams General Contracting in Calumet today by calling Brian at 712-229-2064.
All right, here we go. Owen Mills, Max Adams back deep. David Botchin kicking here for South O'Brien. Willie Conley showing some athleticism there. Nice job getting around that end on that kick return, and just too fast for anybody to catch up to him there. Willie's a senior this year, I believe. Yep. All right, so 9-7. All kinds of scoring here in this third quarter for you. Kickoff, going to be caught by one of the up men there. He comes across the field, cuts back, has a lane. He's still going, and a nice return. Didn't catch the number there. Believe that was number Hunter Cooper, number 22. So Sioux Central, good field position. 41-yard line. Derek Polson comes back across the field to make the tackle there. 5:20 to go here at quarter number 3. A touchdown from both teams after first half here. Both teams just that field goal from South O'Brien. So a little more scoring here. Better game than last year. South O'Brien winning that one. They're going to pitch it outside. And coming around the back, not able to make the tackle there. Would have been a tackle for a loss, but so going to pick up about 4 yards there on first down is going to be the running back, Devin Wilson, Billy Conley. I think that was Derek Pulse that came around the backside, just about got that tackle in the backfield, just a step or so away from it. Willie Conley comes off the field there on defense. Maybe, I'm hoping he's just catching his breath. Hopefully he's okay. Play clock down to 5 seconds here, down to 4, 3, 2. They just get it off. Looking to throw. Mills going around the end, throwing deep down the field, and overthrows his receiver. Had a guy open, Hunter Cooper, down the field, but just not able to get it to him there. So if pass falls incomplete, it'll be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 6 maybe, 3rd and 5, somewhere right in that range here for Sioux Central. Play clock down to 10 seconds. They do run up and snap it pretty quickly normally. Conley back into the ball game, so just needed a breather. Mills keeps it around the end. He's got running room. Gets through, and nice tackle at the end there by Botchin, but way too late. David Botchin, but Ethan Mills. I keep wanting to say Ethan, but it's Owen Mills. Comes around the end and gets a nice gain. So big first down there for Sioux Central. Ball on the 33. And it seems like the Rebels starting to get their offense going just a little bit more here. They kind of showed that towards the end of the second quarter, and now it's starting to go just a little bit more here in this third quarter. Maybe see if South O'Brien defense can come up with another big play. Hand it off right up the middle. Nowhere to go. Justin Paulson there on the tackle. Had a teammate come in there and help him. A couple of teammates there. Maybe a couple yards on that. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8 for Sioux Central. 3.5 to go here in this third quarter. Been a fairly fast-moving game here tonight. Sioux Central hustles up to the line. Longer snap count. Going to keep it with Mills around the corner again. And gets pushed out of bounds. He's going to pick up some decent yardage again. Funkhauser from the defensive line pushes him out. He's going to pick up about 5 yards or so. That'll leave it about a 3rd and 3 or so at the 26-yard line. Sioux Central getting the running game going. 3rd and 3 for the Rebels. They're going to pitch it outside again. Got some blocking. Picks up the first down, still going. And Sioux Central starting to get the hat-on-hat there and creating some holes on offense. So a first down for the Rebels. Ball down to the 20-yard line. So Sioux Central seems to have made some adjustments, and we'll see if South O'Brien can make some back here on defense. 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter. They hand it off up the middle. Nominal game there on first down, about 3 yards or so. Be a 2nd and 7 or so coming up here for South O'Brien. Second and 7. 2:35 or so to go here in this third quarter. Sioux Central moving the ball down the field after the South O'Brien score. Going to pitch it outside to Wilson. Devin Wilson. He's going to pick up a first down, I think. Sioux Central really starting to expose the outside corners there, Bryce. Really, especially that left side is where they've been kind of aiming their runs here. So South O'Brien going to have to do something a little different here on defense to try to stop that. Looks like it's going to be first and goal. Be first and goal for Sioux Central. Back to that left side with Mills. He's got it around the edge. And crowd wanting a horse collar, but not going to be called. Close to it there. It's going to be second and goal. I think the ball is going to be around the 6-yard line. Second and goal from the 6. Sioux Central hustles up to the line. Mills goes to the right side, throws it to the end zone, touchdown. Touchdown pass from Owen Mills. And Sioux Central goes back in the lead here, 13-9 with 2:10 to go. That play, nice design on that. Had a guy out front and threw it to the tight end trailing behind there. And they're going to try a trick play. Go back, and South O'Brien tips it in the air. They have the interception. And the conversion is going to be no good, so we have a 4-point game. They tried to go and get the 2-point, but it is 13-9 here with 2:10 to go. We'll take a minute timeout. We'll be right back to show you the next kickoff here. Back in 1 minute for Digital Solutions.
As a parent, you have a choice in your child's education. Zion St. John Lutheran School believes all children deserve a quality, well-rounded education with a curriculum written with a biblical worldview. With a student-teacher ratio of 8-1, you can be sure your child's specific learning styles are met. Zion St. John offers affordable pricing with tuition assistance and is open to all denominations. For more information of the benefits Zion St. John Lutheran School can offer your child, visit their website or give them a call today.
I chose the NCCCNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is, and I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
All right, welcome back. 13-9, 2:10 to go here in this third quarter. Sioux Central offense has definitely come alive. And here we go. They're going to kick it deep again. And the kick's going to go out of bounds. So they kick it away from Conley, but it goes out of bounds. So that'll be a penalty. Kick out of bounds. So South O'Brien will have good field position. It'll be time for the offense to get their first touchdown of the year here, potentially. Still looking for that. They offense scored a field goal so far tonight. Oh, they're going to make them re-kick, so not a bad idea there. Willie Conley with that speed back there. So go back to the 35 and kick off instead of the 40. Last time trying to angle it away from Conley. Conley standing back on the 20-yard line. See what happens here this time. Kicking off for Sioux Central is Tate Axtell. Axtell comes up. Let's see. Kicks it deep. Back to Conley. Conley has it. Catches it on the fly. Tries to go around the outside, and this time they have Conley down. Good field position once again for South O'Brien. So ball is going to be on the 43. All right, 2:03 to go here in this third quarter. South O'Brien's had some success running the ball. They've had some success throwing the ball. Just haven't been able to put a full drive together here tonight. Bryce, I kind of go back again. We talked about that first quarter, or first half. Haven't seen a screen or draw play, but the Sioux Central has been getting some pressure on the in the backfield on pass plays, so maybe that's something maybe you want to try. Breck under center. Going to go to Paulson. He's going to put his nose down and pick up about 3 or 4 yards. For South O'Brien, you'd like to have a sustaining drive here to give your defense a little bit of a breather and let the offense do some work here. Cole Cox running out under the field. A couple more plays. South O'Brien could take this down to the fourth quarter. 4-point advantage here, 13-9. Sioux Central going for 2, not getting it. 2nd and 6. Going to hand right off the middle to Jordan Jennis. Puts his head down. He's going to pick up about 4 yards or so. So it'll be a 3rd and 3. Marked it back a little further than I thought. So 3rd and 3 coming up for South O'Brien. Wolverines got to pick up 3 yards here to keep this drive going. Sioux Central offense has been kind of moving the ball a lot more freely here the last couple of drives. Going to hand it off to Paulson. He's got some people in the backfield with him. He's not going to get there. The defense read that well, had a couple of guys in the backfield, and South O'Brien's going to have to punt the ball. And they're going to have to get one more play off here. 24 seconds on the game clock, 17 on the play clock. Not a huge deal if you get a penalty here. They're going to try to hustle up and get this off. Down to 5 seconds on the play clock. 3, 2, just get it off. A good snap. And punt is away. Oh, he fumbles it. Ball's up for loose, and Sioux Central comes in and gets it. Boy, that ball was free game there for just a split second, but coming in there last second and getting that nice play from Ethan Wilson of Sioux Central. So 13-9 is our score as we head to quarter number 4. We'll be back in 1 minute here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Community Agency knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. It's a journey to experience with the fastest internet speeds available. Contact TCA, connect to the speed you need, and enjoy the ride.
All right, quarter number 4, South O'Brien punting there as we went to the end of that third quarter. So Sioux Central, 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line, and the Rebels offense has definitely come alive with that running game. And South O'Brien going to have to figure out a way to get a stop here. Sioux Central started to come around on offense in the late second quarter and have been moving the ball pretty well here. A couple of touchdowns in that third quarter. So 1st and 10. Sioux Central hustles up to that line. They're going to pitch it to the outside. Nice play there. That was David Botchin. Shed a tackler and makes the tackle for a loss. So a nice play there from David Botchin, the senior. And that'll be 2nd and 13 or so for Sioux Central here. So South O'Brien definitely could use a stop and try to get that ball back on offense, try to get something going. Sioux Central is even showing a couple of passes here. Got to be ready for anything, and they're going to hand it off. Nope, quarterback's going to keep it around the end. And a nice job coming up over on that corner. That was Cole Cox coming up. Boy, he showed a nice burst of speed there, Cole Cox. When Mills went around that left side, I thought he was going to have some room to run, but Cole Cox coming up, making a nice tackle. And no gain, I don't think, so about the same distance here, 3rd and long here for Sioux Central. Third and long. South O'Brien's had Sioux Central long a couple times, but haven't been able to stop them. Looking to throw, pressure in the backfield. There's a big stop for South O'Brien. Coming through, getting the sack, Aaron Funkhauser. And that's going to back Sioux Central up inside the 20 and force a punt. Bryce, if you're South O'Brien, just what you needed out of that fourth quarter there. Get the ball back on offense and try to get something done here. Willie Conley back deep for South O'Brien along with Damian Valero. All right, good snap. Punt is up. It's a short one. It's heading towards the out of bounds, and it takes a side bounce. South O'Brien going to have the ball right at the 40-yard line, so a golden opportunity here if you're the Wolverines to get 40 yards. That's what you got to tell yourself coming out here. 40 yards, we can get in the end zone here and take that lead back. And if you're South O'Brien, you want to sustain a drive here and just methodically go down the field and punch that into the end zone.
If anything, I think you got to have trust in your defense and possibly take that
9:49 to go, quarter number 4. Conley Botchin split out left. Derek Polson to to the right. Polson to our left. We're going to throw with Freck. Oh, and dangerous throw there. Tried to hit David Botchin and had a defender just about step in front of that. That was a dangerous play. Pass does fall incomplete. We'll go to 2nd and long. David Botchin hasn't, he's had a great defensive game. Haven't seen him much from offense from tonight, but he's another quick receiver out there for South O'Brien that I feel like definitely could make some noise for the Wolverines. They pitch it outside to Paulson. He's got some running room. He's got a first down. He's still going. Justin Paulson. And Bryce, I don't know about you, but that play just didn't look good from the start. Like it seemed like part of the line took off, part didn't. But thankfully for South O'Brien, no flag called on that one. But a big first down for the Wolverines.
But that's that downhill speed I thought about from Paulson.
Paulson just kind of put his head down, bounced off a couple people, and the ball is about the 23-yard line. Going to hand it right off the middle. There's a nice run from Jordan Jennis. Definitely in field goal range, but South O'Brien wanting more here on this drive. And we got an injured player on the field. Not sure who is down out there. But when we come back, it'll be a second down for South O'Brien. We have an injury on the field. Back in 1 minute here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
All right, here we go. Injured player off the field, and they hand it off to Justin Polson. Going to be a first down for South O'Brien inside the 10-yard line. Going to take it all the way down to the 9 or so, so it'll be a first and goal for the Wolverines. South O'Brien looking for their first offensive touchdown of the season on offense, as they had a special team one with Willie Conley, had a field goal earlier from Derek Polson. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Breck under center. Going to hand it right off the middle. Nowhere to go. Stopped right there at the line of gain is the fullback, Jordan Jennis. Bryce, Jordan have an older sister that graduated from South O'Brien a few years ago. Annika. Okay, I wondered that. Made the connection here. Annika graduated, a couple years ago or so, I believe.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Annika was a good softball player for South O'Brien. Going to pitch it outside to Justin Polson, nowhere to go. And South O'Brien going to be a third and goal here. Bryce, this might be a situation, like you said, you might have to trust your defense if you can't get a good play here, maybe kick the field goal. So third down, third and goal. So 3rd and 10. What's your best play here to try to get yourself in the end zone?
Run a screen here.
3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Breck under center. Dropping back, just going to throw it. Oh, and there's a penalty flag. Somebody took off early, I think. Willie Conley takes off early. I think that ball was going to him, Bryce, so maybe got just a little excited out there on the sideline and took off. So 3rd and goal now is going to be from the 15. Hey, why not take a chance? Throw it up to Willie, see if he can go get it here maybe.
I think that's your best bet here.
Conley, about 6'2", I believe, but pretty good jumping ability as well. And they do go to him. The pass is going to fall incomplete. Was more of a slant play, though, and uh-oh. That's Conley down on the field, but it looks like he's coming off all right there. So 6:48 to go. I got all 3 timeouts left here. You probably kick the field goal and hope your defense gets another stop.
And I think the reason for so many Wolverines getting hurt is playing on a turf field. That's always a difference.
Yeah, playing on this turf field tonight, but injury timeout. Bryce, let's take one 30-second commercial, and we'll make sure we get back here in time if they kick a field goal.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Okay, here we go. Injury there to Willie Conley. I think he's okay. He ended up coming off the field fine, and yeah, he can't stay out for this play. Actually, yeah, once you're injured, you got to sit the one play out, especially when they stop the game for you. All right, so I'm assuming it's going to be a field goal attempt here, as you have a 4th and goal from the 15-yard line. And Derek Polson out there on the field for South O'Brien. Official resets the play clock, 2:40 seconds. Oh no, they got the offense out there, Bryce. They're going to go for it. So 4th and goal from the 15. Coach Furman wanting to go for the touchdown, and Freck's going to be sacked. He had no time. He stepped back and just nowhere, nothing to do with it there. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Maybe a little surprised they didn't try the field goal, but that's the way the game gets called sometimes. So South O'Brien back on defense, going to have to come up with a couple of big stops here. All right, so 1st and 10 for Sioux Central on the 20. First and 10, Sioux Central leading here 13-9 with 6:44 to go. They run a reverse, and South O'Brien did a nice job staying home. It's going to pick up about 2 yards. I think it's the first time tonight I've seen that reverse called there. So the clock is going to be definitely a friend here for Sioux Central. If they can pick up a couple first downs, they can really take some time off the clock. 13-9. Both teams scoring in that 3rd quarter. South O'Brien with 1 touchdown. Sioux Central with 2 touchdowns. No scoring so far yet in this 4th quarter. 6 minutes to go. Sioux Central hands it off to the running back, makes a couple guys miss, and he's going to pick up a few yards. Max Adams. He's going to be about a yard short, it looks like. And every first down they pick up is going to take a lot of time off the clock. So if you're South O'Brien, you really like to make this stop here. They do have all 3 timeouts left, but the clock continues to go, and I think Sioux Central calling a timeout. And we'll take a timeout with them, Bryce. Back in 1 minute here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
A good bank can be much more than just the place you cash your checks. Savings Bank of Premgar has been serving farmers and small businesses for over 125 years, providing their customers with minimal fees, superior customer service, and the dependability that you just can't get from the big banks. Visit Savings Bank of Premgar today, where you're more than just a name, or visit them online to see what they can do for you.
All right. So did they ever make an announcement there, Bryce? Was that a timeout from Sioux Central? All right, the clock's still going. 5 minutes, 15. They're going to hand it off. It's going to be a first down for Sioux Central. Big first down here in this 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 for Sioux Central with 5:10 to go. Ball out to the 33-yard line or so. Like I mentioned earlier, South O'Brien does have those 3 timeouts left. They're going to need a couple of big defensive plays here. Maybe tackle for a loss or try to get a fumble or something to get that ball back. 1st and 10, Sioux Central. They're going to hand it off. No, Mills is going to keep it around the end. He's got some room. He's going to pick up about 2 yards, 3 yards. South O'Brien has done a pretty nice job closing around that corner, and when he goes around the edge, it looks like he's going to pick up quite a few more yards than he does, but about a 3-yard gain or so over there, it looks like. Some speedy edge players for the Wolverines. Down to 4:15 here in this fourth quarter. Sioux Central using a lot of that play clock, which is smart of them to use. The clock is their friend right now. 2nd and 7. Sioux Central comes up. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Couple-yard gain. 3:50 to go, and I think now I hear some whistles out there. Now there's going to be a timeout on the field. South O'Brien's going to take their first timeout, so Bryce, this is coming down to going to have to stop him here, starting to use the timeouts. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back here for this third down play.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
All right, so Bryce and I talking a little strategy here, and 3rd and 7, 3:51 to go. The playbook pretty much wide open here for Sioux Central, but I'm going to bet they're going to keep the ball in Mills' hands. Either maybe roll him out, try to pass, or let him run with the ball here. So from South O'Brien, you want to contain Mills here on this play, that's for sure. So a big third down here in this ball game. 3:51, South O'Brien, a team that offensively is not one that's going to score quickly usually, so not a lot of time left for that running attack offense. 3rd and 7. Mills has it. He's going to hand it off, and South O'Brien has him down, so I'm a little surprised with that play call, I'll be honest with you, Bryce. I did not expect handoff to the outside, but South O'Brien ready for it, 4th down. Sioux Central will be punting here shortly. South O'Brien takes another timeout. 3:46 on the clock. We'll take a timeout with them back here shortly.
Big store selection with small town service. Yes, that's right. Whether you need bedroom furniture or are looking for decorations to make your home feel more like a home, check out Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. Snooks carries a large selection of chairs, recliners, sofas, dressers, and more, with the individual customer service to help you find what works best for you.
Please consider the original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids on your way anyway and online at snooks1.com.
When was the last time you reviewed your insurance policies? Hi, this is Kent Faust, and our goal at South O'Brien Insurance is to provide the broadest coverage at the most affordable cost. Insurance has changed dramatically over the years, and now, more than ever, a comparison may be to your advantage. Call South O'Brien Insurance today to see what we can do for you.
All right, 4th down here, 4th and 8 from the 35. We gotta think that Sioux Central wouldn't try to go for this and punt the ball away. Willie Conley kind of playing up a little bit further here on this one, Bryce, a little different. All right, good snap. The punt is off. It's caught. I think, was that a fair catch called? Fair catch. I didn't see him call it, but it must have been. Damian Valero with the fair catch. So South O'Brien going to have to go 65 yards to win this ball game. So Bryce, one timeout left. The clock's going to keep moving here if you run the ball. Be interesting to see what Coach Furman wants to do here. They had some success earlier on in the game throwing, but the line just hasn't given Justice Freck a lot of time to throw. Looks like they are going out of the shotgun. So maybe give them a second or two longer to throw the ball here. First time we've seen this look out of South O'Brien tonight. Oh, bad snap over his head. And Freck's going to go back and get it. But the snap way high. And that is not how you want to start a drive way over Freck's head. That's going to move the ball all the way back to the 12-yard line or so. So South O'Brien going to have a couple big plays to pick up a first down or a penalty here against Sioux Central. So clock continues to go. They're out of that shotgun again. Going to need a good snap. Good snap this time. Looking to throw. Gets it out to Botchin. He makes a move. Going to pick up a little bit, but it's still a long ways to go. So 2:50 to go. They get the ball out to the 23-yard line. Got to get to the 45. Ooh, another high snap. Going deep down the field to Conley. And Conley not looking for it. Is there a penalty flag? The official's kind of looking there. I'm not sure. Oh, I think it's going to be against South O'Brien. Coming over to talk to Brandon Goodchild. Probably decline that, I'm going to guess. Never did tell us yet. Maybe he's getting ready to tell us what the call. And the official telling the guys to hold up just a second. All right, so it took a little bit to get that sorted out, but legal formation against South O'Brien. So Wolverines have a 4th and 20. They got to pick up a lot of yards here to get this first down. And Coach Mark Furman going to take his final time out here and talk about this one. We'll take it with him back here in a moment here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
General Contracting, providing blue-collar work for blue-collar people. Brian Williams founded the company after a lifetime of construction trade experience. His goal, to bring a better experience at a better price. No cutting corners on the job, yet still the lowest price. He is a hard-working blue-collar guy making an honest living by providing work for blue-collar people. Contact Williams General Contracting in Calumet today by calling Brian at 712-229-2064.
As a parent, you have a choice in your child's education. Zion St. John Lutheran School believes all children deserve a quality, well-rounded education with a curriculum written with a biblical worldview. With a student-teacher ratio of 8-to-1, you can be sure your child's specific learning styles are met. Zion St. John offers affordable pricing with tuition assistance and is open to all denominations. For more information of the benefits Zion St. John Lutheran School can offer your child, visit their website or give them a call today.
All right, this is pretty much the ball game here. South O'Brien's got to pick up a big play. They're going to go outside to Conley. He's got it on the outside and fumbles it. So 4th and long. Not sure if they were trying maybe a little hook and ladder there maybe, but it's going to be a turnover. 2:28 to go. South O'Brien cannot stop the clock. So barring a unfortunate fumble here or something, Sioux Central is gonna looks like they're gonna go on to win this game. Officials talking over there. So 1st and 10 for Sioux Central. Bryce, I pretty much think Sioux Central can almost just take knees here if they'd like to.
Steps back,
and about in this thing. South O'Brien, of course, if they run the ball, they're going to be trying to strip the ball to get a turnover somewhere or another if they can, but they are going to hand it off. South O'Brien trying to get in that backfield to time it up almost with the handoff. And not much of a gain there, but the biggest thing, the clock's going to be running here as 40 seconds on the play clock when it resets. We're down to 25. There's 2:06 or so left here, and Sioux Central is just going to let this thing run down as far as they can. South O'Brien has no timeouts remaining. Sioux Central does have 2, so if they need to stop the clock here towards the end just to try to run as much time as they can off the clock. Hand it off. Up. They're going to keep it with outside, and with Mills, Derek Paulson comes up. So South O'Brien could potentially have a few seconds remaining if they would stop them, but not a whole lot of time. Sioux Central could run this down to about a minute remaining on this play. And then depending on what happens, another 40 seconds runs off the clock or so. So South O'Brien maybe get the ball back with 10, 15 seconds left. Sioux Central runs the clock all the way down to 1, takes a timeout. Bryce, let's take a timeout with them. We'll be right back here. 1:03 to go. Sioux Central with a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Probably the biggest thing that we do a little bit different than a lot of schools is the live work side of the work. So when we teach our students, we actually, if you look around the shop and see what they're working on, in most cases it's a customer car, and so they get real world application.
Our engineering design program is basically drawing components, manufacturing of the components, and then we get into the inspection of the components. So they got to create it, make it, and inspect it just as they would in industry.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
All right, here we go. 1:03 to go. That timeout there by Sioux Central. South O'Brien going to have to get a quick stop and then try to get that ball back with just a little time remaining. They are going to get the tackle there. Get to get the ball to the 30-yard line. So play clock is running. Bryce looks like about a 18-second difference or so. Yeah, we'll see what Sioux Central does here. Probably going to run this down maybe all the way and take another timeout, I'm guessing. Be about 15, 16 seconds left on the clock. Looks like that appears to be the plan with Sioux Central. All right, so 18 seconds left on the clock. Sioux Central calls their last timeout. We'll take a timeout with them back here in a little bit for the conclusion of this ball game.
Whether you are combining, hauling grain, or heating your home, fuel powers the fall. When it comes to energy, you need a company who is trustworthy, understands your needs, and who delivers to you. A company who is local, reliable, and affordable. That company is Ag State. Ag State Energy is clean, comfortable, convenient, while staying competitively priced for our customers. Give Laura Sanguin or Seth Duff a call for all your energy needs.
All right, so the last time out there from Sioux Central. 18 seconds on the clock. 4th and 7. So if you're Sioux Central, probably going to try to eat some time up with this play. Maybe you run around the backfield, or the only problem is you don't want to get too cute and end up fumbling the ball or something here, but see what they come up with. So 4th and 7. South O'Brien, you want to make that tackle as quick as you can, get that ball back to your offense. All right, they hurry up to the line. They're going to pitch it to the outside. And he's breaking some tackles, and he's going to go for a touchdown. That's going to do it. That's going to be the ball game. As Devin Wilson scores the 23-yard touchdown. It's going to make it 19-6. I kind of thought at first, what a dangerous play to pitch it out there like that. You just never know, but Sioux Central made the most of it. And wow, some nice running there from Devin Wilson. And it's 19-9 with 8 seconds. Sioux Central looks to be lined up for the extra point. That is up and good, I believe. Yep. Extra point is good. And that makes it 20-9 with 8 seconds remaining. So Sioux Central going to win this game here tonight, and they'll take on Cherokee next week. Cherokee taking on MMCRU tonight, and Cherokee leading 39-16 over MMCRU. That game in Cherokee. Sioux Central ground game came alive. It really started in that second quarter where they kind of took over the South O'Brien defense there. So South O'Brien on the wrong side of things here, lining up for the kickoff. So 8 seconds remaining in this ball game. No timeouts left for either team. South O'Brien would have to have a miracle return here and an onside kick. I don't know if you can accomplish that in 8 seconds, though, or not. But Willie Conley scores the lone touchdown for South O'Brien here tonight on his kickoff return. Derek Polson a touchdown, or a field goal. And they kick it back. One of the up man has it. Oh, he was down. So one more play here for South O'Brien. So 6 seconds remaining here. Like I mentioned, South O'Brien be on the road. They'll take on a Sheldon team next weekend. Sheldon, that's in South O'Brien. It's in Plena next week, taking on Sheldon. I understand Sheldon's got some pretty good offensive linemen, a couple going to play some college ball next year. South O'Brien comes out in that shotgun. They're going to drop back. They throw it. It's incomplete. Still 3 seconds remaining. Pass intended for Cole Cox. No good. Three seconds remaining here in this fourth quarter. South O'Brien scored that field goal in the second quarter, 8:42, led 3-0 at halftime. Sioux Central scored. And final score here is going to be 20-9. Sioux Central scored with 5:44 to go in that third quarter on a Max Adams touchdown. It was 7-0. Willie Conley responded right back on the kick return. South O'Brien led 9-7. But then it was all Sioux Central on a touchdown pass from Owen Mills. With 2:10 to go in the third quarter. And then Devin Wilson, 23-yard touchdown run late in the fourth quarter. And the final score here is going to be 20-9 as Sioux Central defeats South O'Brien. That is going to wrap things up. Make sure you join us next week here on Fuller Digital Solutions. And KCHE Radio will have that ball game for you as South O'Brien hosts Sheldon. For Kyle Jorgensen and Bryce Williams, have a great Friday night. Thanks for joining us here in Sioux Rapids. We'll see you next week.